How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and today we are back here with another MLB The Show 21 rebuild. It's going to be our final rebuild for the NL East. We've got the Washington Nationals. So, we got to rebuild them, or attempt to rebuild them. So, if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Comment down below what video it is. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Reddit. All down below in the description. While you're there, like and subscribe if I didn't say that. I said it twice. Also, playlist down below, other MLB The Show 21 franchise rebuilds, if you guys are enjoying this kind of content. With that being said, let's go on to the video. Alright, so let's take a look at our lineups. We've got Trey Turner. He's he's our guy. He's our guy. He is on arbitration, so we will have to re-sign him in 2020 after the 2022 season. But we do have an arbitration. Got Luis Garcia, the DH. Got Juan Soto, superstar of the team. He's under contract. So, I mean, we're good. 22 years old, 95 overall. He's a great player. Guys, I just had to sneeze. Okay. We've got Kyle Schwarber, Josh Bell, Starlin Castro, Yan Gomes, Josh Harrison, Victor Robles, center field. Who's also a good guy to have, too. He's young guy. Josh Harrison's a free agent. We still have to re-sign him. Yan Gomes, free agent. Starlin Castro's a free agent. So, a lot of these guys are going to be free agents. Josh Bell's under arbitration. Kyle Schwarber's going to be a free agent. So, yeah, a lot of these guys free agents. Ryan Zimmerman, Washington Nationals lifer. $1 million. We're going to have to re-sign him maybe for, like, a cheap deal. Because we can't have him walk. We can't have Ryan Zimmerman walk, right? National fans. Alex Avila. He's, organizational. He's just depth. I mean, these guys are just mostly depth here. Actually, I'm curious. Before I even get on to it, guys, what do you guys think about Ryan Zimmerman? What do we think? He's I was gonna say I don't know. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. He's close. I mean, he might get on the ballot. I think he can get on the ballot. Definitely not first ballot, but I'm sure he'll get his number retired though. Absolutely. He will get his number retired, but yeah, I don't see him being a I don't know if he's going to be a Hall of Famer. But I just wanted to ask you guys. Let me know down in the comments below, National fans. What do you guys think of Ryan Zimmerman? We got Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg. That's a nice 1-2 punch. We also got Patrick Corbin, who's also pretty good. We got John Lester, 37 years old. John Lester, definitely on the tail end of his career. And then Sterling Sharp, kind of young guy there. He actually looks like someone. A little bit. Bullpen's looking decent. I mean, Brad Hand's our big man. Definitely got to re-sign him. He's going to be a free agent. But yeah, honestly, I might make a move for like a third baseman and a right fielder right now, if I can. But other than that, that's the only moves I'm going to make. So I'm going to see if I can find a right fielder and third baseman. I'll show you guys the trades. I think I'm going to do this deal with the Giants. We're going to get Mike Yastrzemski for Jonathan Walton and Jackson Reitz, unless I can get another guy in here, which maybe I can. You never know. Let's see if I can get another guy from the Giants. If I go all the way down, I can. Like all the way down here, just like another guy, so that way I'm not trading two guys. Looks like I can't. All right, we're just going to do this deal for Mike Yastrzemski. These two guys. So we got a right fielder, decent right fielder. I'll take it. Relatively cheap from the Giants. Mike Yastrzemski. Definitely happy about that. I'm going to see if I can find a deal for a third baseman. And I'll show you guys the trade once I make it. All right, guys, so I'm going to do this deep move with the Indians. We're going to give up Kyle Schwarber, Drew Mendoza, and Tim Cate. And we're going to get Jose Ramirez from the Indians. $6 million deal. But he's also under contract for 2022. So I'm going to do this deal. Jose Ramirez, we get a good infielder, third baseman. He can play every other position in the infield and as well a little bit of left field. But we have Juan Soto. I mean, he's obviously going to be our left fielder. But I'll take it. This is a good deal, I think, for us. I think it makes us a better hitting team. So I think that's the only move I'm going to make. Maybe we get a better second baseman and a catcher at the deadline. But honestly, I like the team the way it is. We have a lot of good pitching. So yeah, we'll sim the trade deadline, see how we do, and I'll show you guys the stats when we get there. All right, guys, so we're currently 52 and 52 at the trade deadline. 4 games back from the division. The division's kind of weak this year, but we're not having as great of a season as I thought we would. So it's a little bit annoying. I'm going to lower this a little bit. There we go. Just don't want to hear that. So, taking a look at the lineups here to see what's going on here. So, Josh Bell, he hasn't played that many games. Starlin Castro's having a nice year. Juan Soto having a good year. Jose Ramirez doing pretty decent. Mikey Chemsky, he's been on fire lately, but he's kind of had a slow start, I guess. Yan Gomes, same thing, slow start, but he's, Ryan Zimmerman's playing a lot of first base, so it looks like we have a couple injuries. Possibly. Maybe? I'm not really sure. Trey Turner, for some reason, is not hit a home run yet this year. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of power, but really not a single home run. He only has 209 at bats, so I'm wondering if he got hurt, if he was sent down to the minors. He might have been in the minors. Who knows? If he was, I don't know why. And then Victor Robles, Josh Harrison kind of on the bench. Okay, I mean, I would like to make a move possibly. I'm not really sure what's the move though. Steven Strasburg been on fire lately, but he hasn't had a really great run. We could use a pitcher, especially if Max Scherzer's hurt, which it looks like he is. Patrick Corbin not having that great of a year. John Lester's having a nice season, pretty nice year. Sterling Sharp struggling, so he might be expendable. And then Austin Voth, he is he's our number 5. So yeah, we do need a starting pitcher. Ryan Harper, it's bad when he's our long relief pitcher, but he's actually done a decent job though. I mean, he's been meh. What am I talking about? Daniel Hudson, he's had a good year. Yeah, the bullpen's kind of suspect. Brad Hand, though, is having a good year. Tanner Rainey's having a good year as well. But yeah. Definitely need to make some moves. I do want to see who's injured. So Alec Keller, yeah, Max Scherzer. Okay, so he only hurt for 4 more days, so we might get him back. But I still might look to make a move for either a pitcher or another bat. I'm not really exactly sure what. In terms of contract extensions, a lot of these guys are on arbitration. Max Scherzer is not, so I might have to re-sign him. And Brad Hand as well. I'm going to have to re-sign him. But most of these guys are on arbitration or, expendable. I might look to move on from either... I might move Josh Harrison. I'm not really sure. I haven't really thought about it yet. I might just keep him. I'm not sure. I haven't really thought about it. There's a lot of guys here that are, on free agency. I might just let them walk or maybe extend them in the offseason. But I would like to re-sign Max Scherzer if I can sign him for cheap. Same thing with Brad Hand as well. I'll probably extend those guys. But I'm going to see if I can find a trade, though, for either another reliever, maybe even a catcher. It says our catcher's kind of weak. So catcher, reliever, or like a second baseman. I think I'm going to do this trade with the Dodgers. We're going to give up Luis Garcia. We're going to get Corey Nebel on the team. So giving ourselves a little bit of bullpen help. I'm going to do that deal with them. I'm actually going to look at free agency. I'm curious to see if I could sign people mid-year. I don't know if I can. Oh, it looks like I can. Is there any catchers here that I could possibly pick up? I probably should have picked up a reliever instead, but... Wow, are you telling me there's no catchers, dude? Ronnie Freeman. Josh Reddick is a right fielder. Okay. I'm just not gonna sign anybody. Screw it. We're just gonna keep the team the way it is. I mean, we just traded for Corey Neville. I mean, I'm cool with that. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Well, we didn't have that great of a season. We only went 70-84, which was not good enough to make the postseason. So we definitely have a lot of work to do with this team. Looks like some injuries kind of messed us up. I don't know if the team was good or if the team. I don't know exactly if my team was managing properly. Who knows? Trey Turner had a pretty nice season. Andrew Stevenson, I guess, is our starting right fielder now. I mean, he barely played, but I mean, I guess he got called up. Juan Soto, great season from him. Jose Ramirez had a nice season as well. Josh Bell was okay. Starlin Castro, I extended him. He had a really great year. I mean, so I decided, let's extend him. Victor Robles was okay. He was not too bad. You know, there's some potential there, though. I'm going to keep him, obviously. And we got Yan Gomes, who I kind of want a better catcher, to be honest, but it's so hard to get a good catcher in this game. And then Josh Harrison, you know, decent. Ryan Zimmerman, honestly, Ryan Zimmerman did a good job. I give Ryan Zimmerman credit where credit's due. There's Mike Yastrzemski. I was about to say, yeah, Mike Yastrzemski is hurt, but he's better now. A little cold this year, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. And then Carter Kieboom has a lot of potential, so hopefully he can continue to develop, and then maybe we can possibly flip him for something. So, but we do have some guys. We do have some guys down in the minors that we could use as trade bait, possibly in the off season or start of next season. I do want to take a look at our pitcher rotation. So Steven Strasburg, honestly, was a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Thought he would have done a little bit better. Sterling Sharp, he wasn't very good. Neither was Joe Ross, but Joe Ross only pitched 5 innings. And then, yeah, I mean, John Lester, he had a pretty good year. Looks like we had Max Scherzer go down again. And I did extend him, and I might be regretting that, possibly. So we might have to trade him. Corey Neville, I think he was a good move. He's a nice arm to have in the bullpen. Granted, he is a free agent, so we will have to re-sign him. Then Wander Suero, he was not very good. And then Brad Hand, we extended him. So we've got him under lock. So hopefully he's still pretty good next year. Well, let's just simulate the offseason, see who ends up winning. It's going to be the Astros beating the Padres in the World Series. Let's send them on free agency, see what we got, see what we can do, and I'll see you once we get to free agency. Alright, guys, so we ended up getting Lance Lynn, starting pitcher. I could have got Noah Syndergaard, but I was like, I'm tired of offering Noah Syndergaard contract. So I tried to get Freddie Freeman as well, but we couldn't get him. However, there are some options out here still that might kind of like tickle my tummy, if you guys know what I'm talking about. We could go after Corey Seager. He would be an interesting guy. I know we already have a bunch of shortstop. I mean, there's Javier Baez, there's Trevor Story, Carlos Correa. There's, you know, like I said, Javier Baez. I feel like we don't go after Corey Seager a lot, and he can play second, he can play third, so I think I'm going to sign him to be like our second baseman, if we can get him, obviously. Looks like he wants like a shorter deal, so I mean, I'm cool with that if we can get him for a relatively decent price, but I'm not sure. It might be if I can get him for like, I don't know, 3-year player option, maybe a 2-year. No, I'll do a 3-year. I'm gonna do a 3-year. We'll give him like a $70 million deal. I think he'll accept that, but I'm not sure. I did offer a few other guys some contracts. So Christian Vasquez goes to the Dodgers. We do get Corey Seager, so I think that's a decent pickup for us. Trevor Story goes to the Cubs. Noah Syndergaard goes to the Cubs. Pretty good offseason from them. All right, and they get Robert. Yeah, the Cubs really going all in this year, huh? Carlos Martinez, we tried to sign him. He's not going to come with us, so I'm just not going to stop simulating for now. And we also don't get Brandon Workman. I tried to offer him the contract. So I would like another starter and another reliever, possibly. Definitely another reliever for sure. So I'm probably going to see if I can sign some people. And, yeah. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to do this deal with the Marlins. I'm going to trade away Max Scherzer for Henry Cedeno and CJ Carter. Just because, A, I always feel like I have Max Scherzer a lot. Number B, I want to clear up some cap and take on some pitching prospects. Maybe we could trade them. But yeah, I think I'm going to do this deal. Max Scherzer. Clear up some cap. And, yeah. So we're going to do this deal. And, which means I don't have a pitcher now. However, if I sim free agency, today's the last day, would I like to stop simulating? No. We got Corey Kluber, another fan favorite of my signings. So I signed Corey Kluber. I was like, all right, we'll sign Corey Kluber, and then I'll just get rid of Max Scherzer, especially since he was hurt last year. He's probably going to keep declining. So I was like, yeah, let's just offer Corey Kluber. He had a good year. So we're going to go with that. We still don't have really a second baseman or a good catcher, so that's the only thing that's kind of weak for us. But I'm going to simulate to the end of free agency and see you guys at the start of next year if I need to, unless I make a trade. All right, so taking a look at our lineup, so here's what we've got here. We've got Trey Turner, Sterling Castro, Juan Soto, Corey Seager's our shortstop. Then we've got Jose Ramirez, Josh Bell, Mike Yastrzemski, Victor Robles, and Yan Gomes. So, interestingly enough, Trey Turner is... Okay, so when there's no DH, he plays second base. Okay, interesting. All right, cool. So, I'll take that. So, starting Castro, when there is a DH, he plays in the field. Okay, I actually kind of like that. That's actually a pretty good... That's pretty good. I like that. I think the lineup looks pretty good. Off the bench, Zion Zimmerman. We also got Jason Kipnis. Nice utility guy, I guess, sort of. I mean, he's a backup second baseman. He can also play center field. That's nice. We have a lot of guys that can play second base, but they also can play a bunch of other positions, which is cool. And then obviously Ryan Zimmerman, third base and left field. So, I mean, that's not bad. I don't think we have a backup catcher, which is a little bit annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. Just gonna rock with the team the way it is. In the pitching rotation, we got Steven Strasburg, Corey Kluber, Lance Lynn, who we picked up. Like I said, that was a good pickup for us. Patrick Corbin and Corey Neville. So we don't have another... We actually only have 4 starters, which is a little bit annoying. So I guess Corey Neville is going to have to pitch as our number 5 guy. That could be bad. I mean, Daniel Hudson is our long reliever. I don't know what his stamina is looking like. Not too high. Neither is Corey's. So we might need to trade for another starter or maybe bring a starter up. We did also pick up Alex Colome. He was a decent pickup for us, I think. Nice little sub guy. Back of the bullpen. So yeah, pitching is pretty good except for the fact that we don't have another starter. So I might look to try to get a starter. But probably shouldn't have traded Max Scherzer now I think about it. But I did for some organizational depth and it kind of backfired. But it is what it is. We're just going to simulate to the trade deadline. I mean, pretty much every position we're top 10 in it except for second base because we really don't have a second baseman, but I mean we do, but they're just not that good. But we have Trey Turner, Corey Seager, they can all play second. So I mean I'm cool with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna simulate. I'll see you guys once we get to the trade deadline. All right, so we're right around trade deadline. We're 53 and 46, 1.5 game backs out from the NL East division. Honestly, the East is pretty up for grabs this year. Even the Marlins are sort of still in it with 6 games left, but it's basically a 4-team race. We kind of need to win the division. Otherwise, I'm not sure how good the wild card's really looking. I mean, we're a game and a half back from the wild card, so it's kind of a tight race. So we definitely need to try to see if we can win our division. I might look to make a trade just to see if we can get like an extra push. I do need to re-sign Jose Ramirez and Trey Turner. Those are like our biggest signings. Even Josh Bell, I might look to pick him up as well. But I'm going to take a look at the stats before I do any of that. Because maybe I might trade him. Who knows? But I do need to make a move. Hernan Perez, he is, I guess, here. Playing DH. Then we got Sterling Castro, who's had a pretty good year, but limited at bats. Juan Soto's having a great year. Trey Turner's doing pretty well, which is nice to see. Jose Ramirez having a nice season. Mike Yastrzemski's been hot recently, but he's only had a mid-year. Victor Robles been kind of cold. Then we got Yan Gomes, who's been, 237 hitter. I mean, I would like a better catcher, to be honest. And Ryan Zimmerman's on fire. But I would like a better first base. For some reason, Corey Seager is not starting against right people with DH. In fact, Corey Seager is only starting when there's lefties. That's a bit of a problem. That's a bit of a problem if that's the case. I would rather have... I mean, honestly, Sterling Castro playing is not that bad. I might look to make a move. Like, I might have to trade Sterling Castro or Corey Seager. I don't know which one. They're both having good years. But we definitely need a pitcher because that seems to be a problem. Yeah, our pitching is not that good. I mean, Steven Strasburg is struggling. Then we got Corey Kluber's doing decent. He's been called late. Lance Lynn's been good. Yeah, but we need a pitcher. Sean Doolittle and Austin Vaught, although they're doing nice, should not be starting. Patrick Corbin's been hurt, but he'll be, I guess, back soon. We need him, and I mean, yeah, I like we need to make a move for a starter. The bullpen's not that great. These guys need to go back in the bullpen, so we're gonna have to make a trade for a starting pick. Honestly, I'm gonna do this deal with the Cardinals. We're gonna get Wander Suero, and we're gonna get Dakota Hudson. Cool with that. Probably not the last should we do though. I mean, Wander Suero was not having a good year. So, I mean, I will take that. Like, you can go Wander Suero. Have a nice day. Have a nice time in St. Louis. So, yeah, that's our first trade. Guys, I think I'm going to do this deal with the Royals. We're going to get Salvador Perez and Chris Bubich, or Bubich, I don't know how to say his name, a potential as well. We're going to give up Starlin Castro, who's having a nice year, and we're also going to give up Henry Cedeno. We get a better catcher, which we need. And we are getting a starting pitcher, but we get another starting pitcher back. I'll take it. We're taking a lot of money, but I'll take it. And I just got to re-sign Trey Turner and Jose Ramirez. Those are the big two contracts I want to offer to people. Probably not going to have a lot of money in free agency. So this is pretty much... This might just be the team, guys. All right, so we went 87-76, which, you know, winning record. 11 games over 500. We made the postseason a wildcard team, and we're playing the Phillies in the first round of the postseason. So we are in the postseason. That's good. We are only playing a one-game playoff game against the Phillies, so we could lose. Our season could be over in one game. However, what I will say is this. If we take a look at our lineup, Trey Turner, we extended him, and we also extended Jose Ramirez. And they both played pretty well. Juan Soto, another great season from him. Love to see that. Corey Seager, pretty good job from him as well. Josh Bell had a pretty decent year. I might look to offer him a contract in the offseason. Then we got Salvador Perez, who kind of ended the season kind of cold, but he did a decent job. I mean, we'll take it. Victor Robles, still not really hitting like I want him to be hitting, but, you know. Jason Kipnis is playing second base with the right pitcher DH. He's a platoon guy, though. And then Josh Harrison, he is playing right field because Mike Yastrzemski's hurt again. That's annoying. And I don't know how long he's out for. He might be out for the year. Broken leg. And Corey Neville is also hurt. He's probably gone for the season. Well, he's definitely gone for the year. Maybe we can get back Mike if we make a deep playoff run, but I don't know. Schwartzberg kind of underperformed, only 8-12. I mean, he hasn't really been too great this year. He kind of was off. Corey Kluber ended the season. He had a nice year. Patrick Corbin had also a really good year. So did Lance Lynn. And Dakota Hudson, he was a good trade. I think he was a good move. So really just Strasburg was the only one that really pitched that well, which is kind of funny. Chris Bubik, he was okay. I mean, he was like I said, coming in off the bullpen with us for the most part. He's kind of just like a prospect, I guess. Well, not really prospect. He's in the league. He's got high potential though. Maybe we trade him. Who knows? The bullpen's a little weak, kind of, in terms of overall, but honestly, only a few guys did bad, like Daniel Hudson and Tanner Rainey. Everyone else was okay. I mean, Ryan Harper wasn't that great either, but everyone else did okay. Brad Hand did not do that well. He actually had a bad year. He had 48 saves, but 11 blown saves, which is kind of terrible. 6 holds. Yeah, the ERA 4.35. Definitely not a good season from him. But you kind of just have to deal with what you've got. So we got a one-game playoff game, and we're taking on the Phillies. Can we beat them and go on to the NLDS? Nope. We lose 7-2, and Strasburg was terrible. So honestly, Strasburg has been a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. We need to make a run. I don't know what we need to do, but there's a lot that needs to be done. I don't know how much money we actually have. I have some decisions to make. I really do. so I have to consider my options, and I have an off season to do so. Mets defeat the Angels in the World Series. I forgot to show you guys that, so. Alright, guys, so I forgot to mention in the offseason, well, the Mets defeat the, what was it? I think the Angels defeat the Mets. Mets defeat the Angels, the Angels defeat I think the Mets defeat the Angels in the World Series, but that doesn't really matter. So we have money to sign one guy, I think. So the question is, what do I want to do? Well, there's a couple things I want to do. I'm considering trading Steven Strasburg. That is what I'm considering to do. And then that'll free up cap. And then we could sign Aaron Judge and Aaron Nola. Even though we don't need Aaron Judge. We actually really need a first baseman. That's what we need. And I don't know if we even need a starter. But if I trade Steven Strasburg, I do. We do need a second baseman. But I'm going to ignore the fact that we need that. So I'm going to see if I can find a trade for Strasburg. Clear up some cap. And yeah, I'm just going to go with that. I'm going to do this deal with the Red Sox. I'm going to trade them Steven Strasburg. Get him out of our division. We clear up a lot of cap. This could backfire on me. If I can't get Aaron Nola or just somebody, like, this could backfire. Aaron Judge. Because now we need a pitcher. We need an ace. So Aaron Nola is here. We could go after Severino. We could get Barrios. We could get Barrios and lots of guys. Chapman's here. I could get Chapman. Gary Sanchez is here, and he actually had a good season. But we don't need a catcher. Whit Merrifield's here. He had a good year. Joey Gallo's here. Could maybe sign him instead of Aaron Judge. Byron Buxton is here. I mean, I feel like I always sign Aaron Judge and Aaron Nola. But I'm going to offer them, and we're just going to see what they do. I'm going to offer a lot of guys contracts, and I'm going to see who we sign. Okay, so we got Taylor Rogers. I wanted another reliever, so we got him, which is good. Severino goes to the Rays. We also get Aaron Judge, which is cool. Steven Strasburg, well, we traded him, obviously. We do get Aaron Nola, which is good. We actually had a really good offseason. I also tried to sign Scott Olberg, so I think we'll get him as well. Byron Buxton goes to the Mets. I might set this at some point, but I'm just going to say no to stop simulating. Because I do want to see if I can offer anyone else some contracts in free agency. Can we even afford Joey Gallo? We can't. Unless we give him a $14 million deal. Which, I don't know if we can. Can we get Jose Barrios? He wants a lot of money. Joe Musgrove, I could go for him maybe. Yes. Oh, we can get Joe Musgrove. I will take that. If I can get Joe Musgrove on an 11-year deal, maybe worth 100. Well, let's go. Actually, let's go like $90 million maybe, or $95 million. I'll go $90 million. I'll give him a player option. I think that'll get him to sign with us. We could also go after another reliever, possibly. Maybe a Kirby Yates for a 15-year deal. Because why not? And we'll just give him like $15 million a year. You know what I mean? Like I think that'll work. It's cheating, I know, guys. I'm cheating, but it is what it is. We also have arbitration as well, I believe. And I don't know if I offered anybody arbitration. Now that I think about it, I feel like I forgot about that. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna give Kirby Yates $20 million over 15 years. I know it's stupid, but we're going to do that. And I got to offer arbitration. I almost forgot to do that. So we're going to offer all these guys arbitration and see if we get them back. And I'll see you guys at the start of next season. I might look to flip Judge for a first baseman, but I haven't decided that yet. So we'll figure that out after I offer the arbitration. All right, third and final season. We've got Trey Turner, Jose Ramirez, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Corey Seager, Josh Bell, Mike Yastrzemski, Salvador Perez, and Jason Kipnis. Something doesn't look right here. Something doesn't look right here. I want to take a look at my roster. Is there anybody here that should be in the MLB that's not? Yes, Alex Colome and Scott Oberg should both be in the MLB, but they're not. But we've got Ryan Zimmerman on waivers. I almost like want to keep. I don't know. You know what? We're just gonna keep it the way it is. It's fine. Aaron Nola was big. However, Joe Musgrove, Corey Kluber, Patrick Corbin, Lance Lynn, they've all kind of declined in overall. I mean, Aaron Nola's our ace now, and I'm hoping he could have a better year than he did last year because he only went 11-9. He had a good year, but better than Strasburg, but still, I am a bit nervous. At least we did take him away from the Phillies, so that's one thing. That's one less team to worry about. I mean, Dakota Hudson also in the bullpen. That's a nice guy to have. As a long reliever. Honestly, the bullpen's pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Even as is, even if there's some guys in the minors that shouldn't be in the minors, but I digress. I think we have a good team. I can't make any trades because of the injury situation cheese that they have in the MLB The Show, so I'm just going to simulate to the trade deadline, show these guys the stats. I'm probably just going to keep the team the way it is, unless I can get a first baseman for Mike Yastrzemski. That way Victor Robles can go in the starting lineup. Or I could trade for him to get a first baseman, better first baseman. Even though we have Josh Bell, if I can get like a superstar first baseman, that'd be awesome. But I'm going to keep the team the way it is for the most part. Second base, I know is bad, but it really isn't because we have a bunch of other guys playing second. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to simulate to the trade deadline. All right, currently at the deadline, 60-41. We're having a decent year. We are 3 games up in the division. So if we can win the division, that'd be huge because then we're guaranteed an ALDS spot. However, how is the team doing? Well, let's find out. We've got Trey Turner doing decent. Jose Ramirez has been cold as of late, but he's having a good year, though, other than that. Juan Soto's been having a great season. Corey Seager has been on fire. Aaron Judge has been pretty good. Josh Bell's kind of been struggling a little bit. Mike Yastrzemski hasn't been doing that great as well. Salvador Perez is having a good year, pretty good year, and then Josh Harrison is playing second base right now, I guess with the no DH, but, you know. I do really want to still see if I can trade for a first baseman. We'll see if I can, but I don't know. It'll be tough. It'll really be tough. Aaron Nola 8-8, a little disappointing, not going to lie. Wish he was a little bit better. Maybe he'll pick it up in the second half. Joe Musgrove, great signing. Patrick Corbin's been kind of okay. Lance Lynn actually having a good season. And then Corey Kluber is 6-9, so it's not that great. But bullpen's kind of thin a little bit. A little thin here. Austin Voth, not really liking that. Not Kirby Yates, a little high on the ERA, but other than that, decent. Brad Hand's having a decent year. Tanner Rainey is meh, and then Taylor Rogers is doing pretty good besides the 1-3 record. 32 saves, only 2 blown saves. That's not that bad as a closer. However, it means nothing to me. We need a first baseman. I really do think we need a first baseman. I mean, granted, he's always on the trading block. I don't want to trade for Gleyber Torres. I really don't. Like, I really don't want to trade for him. Even though that gets me what I want in terms of what I need, though, and like I don't want to do that. Like, yes, then I can get Victor Robles to start, but then I have to trade Corey Seager. And Corey Seager is having a good year, so Like, I mean, not even just good. He's having a great year. 343. So, I need to trade for a first baseman. What trade that's going to be, no idea. But I would love to get a first baseman. It's probably going to be Mike Yastrzemski and Josh Bell. But I don't know if I can get it. I don't know what I can get for that. So, I'm going to try my best. Well, Braves. I can get Freddie Freeman, a nice left field prospect, and then Julio Cairo, who's kind of just a throw-in. We do have to give up Josh Bell, Mike Yastrzemski, and Patrick Corbin. 3 reliable guys. Freddie Freeman's having a pretty good season. Josh Bell is not doing that great. Patrick Corbin's a decent guy. And Mike Yastrzemski. I think I pulled the trigger on this. I pulled the trigger. So now we have Freddie Freeman. Didn't think I was going to get him, but we have him. I mean, I'll take it. Now, the real question is, I feel like I need a starting pitcher. Now, the real question is, of those starting pitchers, like, who do I get? Could I get a Luis Castillo? If I can get Luis Castillo, then we're in business. Will I get Luis Castillo? I don't know. So Brad Hand is making that much money, right? So we could trade him. And then bring up Alex Colome. Or we could trade him. We have Lance Lynn. Hernan Perez. And then that left field prospect. We're doing it. That's the team. That is the team. That is the team, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Nola, Luis Castillo, Joe Musgrove, Corey Kluber, Lance Lynn. Here's your starting 5. The bullpen's a little thin now. Got Taylor Rogers, though, as the closer, who's having a phenomenal year anyway. And we didn't have to trade Brad Hand. So, lineups. Freddie Freeman's our number 5 hitter. I mean, I think this will help us make a run. Will it get us to the World Series? That I can't answer, but I do like our odds. So I'm going to simulate the rest of the year, and hopefully we can be a pretty damn good ball club. The only thing I might want to do, and I'll just see what I can get for him. What would they want? Chris Bubik and Brad Hand for Gleyber Torres. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to do it, though. I'm not going to trade for Gleyber. I'm not going to trade for him. I'm just not going to do it. It's just not going to do it. We're just going to simulate and keep the team the way it is. Okay, so we finished 90-64. We did win our division. That's big. We're taking on the Brewers in the first round in the NLDS. That's kind of nice. We avoid having to face the Dodgers, which is also pretty good, because the Dodgers won 104 games. But we could still lose. Dodgers are the best team, but we were pretty good. Honestly, I think we're really good. I think we're getting into our own. Trey Turner having a great season. He had a great season. Jose Ramirez did well. Juan Soto, great year from him. Aaron Judge, also great year from him. Corey Seager, he might have been the MVP. He actually had a case for MVP. Freddie Freeman was a good pickup, I believe. And then Victor Robles gets to start in center field, and he played a lot better. Jason Kipnis, 32 at-bats, and then Yan Gomes. So I guess we're missing Salvador Perez. That's a little bit annoying. We have Brett Gardner on our team. Cool, I guess. What happened to Salvador Perez? He is hurt for torn calf, so we may not have him. Pitching rotation. Aaron Nola picked it up a little bit, so that's not too bad. Luis Castillo kind of went cold a little bit, but still had a good year. Joe Musgrove, great season from him. Dakota Hudson's in the starting rotation. I mean, I'll take it. And then Chris Bubik didn't do that great, but that's okay. He wasn't really in the majors. Corey Kluber and Lance Lynn both in the long relieving position spot. Honestly, Lance Lynn should be starting. I don't know why he's not. He had a really good year. Bullpen, honestly, looking pretty good. Austin Voss a little bit suspect, but, you know, it is what it is. Taylor Rogers, Brad Hand had a great year. I mean, honestly, the team is good. I really think we can make a run. It's possible. It's very, very possible. We also could lose in the first round. Christian Yelich, the GOAT, Christian Yelich, who, by the way, I've never traded for. I mean, there's a lot of guys I haven't traded for, but, yeah, let's just see how we do. Game 1 against the Brewers. Here we go. We win game 1. Win game 2. Okay, we swept them. All right, we're taking on either the Dodgers or the Padres. I'll take it. It's going to be the Padres, not the Dodgers. Okay, so the Padres beat the Dodgers. See if we can beat the Padres, though. That's the real question. We lose game 1. We win game 2. Do we win game 3? No, we can't. We are down 3-1, and we win game 5. Can we win 3 straight? We don't! Wow, we lose in game 7. That's really annoying. And the Padres beat the Astros. That could have been us. That could have been us to get our, well, not our revenge, because we beat the Astros in 2019, but it could have been another rematch and maybe the revenge for the Astros, but fortunately not the case. You know, we tried our best. We had a good year, got a good run. Unfortunately, could not make it to the World Series, but the team does want to keep us, which is nice. Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this rebuild. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if not subscribed already, comment below some more video ideas, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Reddit, all down below in the description, as well as a playlist containing other MLB The Show 21 franchise rebuilds, and that is it for the East. Now we're going on to the Central for both the AL and the NL, so be on the lookout for that, guys. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your night. Hope to see you all soon, and peace.